Y'all know what time it is. Y'all hear the signs. They coming for me. Welcome to the GameFi podcast where we talk everything gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. Guess what, y'all? We in season 3. Hey, man. Hey, shouts out to everybody that's been rocking with us, that's really been with us since the beginning. I want to give a shout out to my mama because she didn't think I was going to be in. No, I'm just kidding. I just left my mom. My uncle had a birthday today. Shouts out to Uncle Bernard. He's old. We had some good old papados. We was eating and carrying on and having a good old time. Man, I got my man Ruben Wood in the house. Some Entertainment doing his thing in the house. Is it some or is it SOM?
So it's actually SOM.
Okay.
You know how people, they put their own spin to it. So.
And that's why I asked. Because I want to make sure I get it right. So welcome everybody again. Season 3, GameFi podcast. Another first. We live, y'all. We live. We live, Jay Black. We live, y'all, man. Oh, hey, LivehiphopDaily.tv. We live, man. That's what's up, man. Welcome to the live extension of the GameFi podcast. Well, we just gonna, man, we be cutting up in here. We be having a good time. In here. I'm not gonna belabor the point. We just go ahead and get it started with the gaming segment. And here we go. Also, I want you to critique my music selection for our tracks. You know, you might want to help us out in any way, but you know, this is supposed to make you think about gaming.
Okay. So, see, I can't actually hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it? Oh, man, why you should have told me something, man. What I got you plugged in at? Oh, man, I ain't do nothing. Can you hear it? Hold on, man. I'm gonna have to start this up, man. I ain't got no Bible in the head, nothing. We go there. We live. See, this why. Got to be more careful. Live here.
You should be able to hear. Do you hear him talking?
Do you hear me talking?
I can hear you talking, yeah. I just can't hear the music.
All right. Did you hear that?
I mean, I think I hear it coming from, yeah.
Man, put it in number 4. See, this that live show stuff right here, man. What we doing? Man, this is crazy. Oh, man.
Okay, man.
Oh, man. Man. Well, y'all know how we do. See, we just get started. See, I don't even hear myself on the microphone no more. To be honest, I can hear the music, but I don't even hear myself on the mic. Can you hear me? Can you hear me on the mic?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I mean, this mic. Test. That's it right here. That's it. GameFi podcast, y'all. Man, season 3, I told you, I already starting off with the comedy. It's all good, though. We got a sound right. This one? All right, yeah, I feel you. Man, whew. All right, y'all. GameFi podcast, where we talk everything game, arts, music, esports, and film. We get into the gaming segment. Black History Month, Black Futures Month. So I'm gonna hit on a little bit of that in the gaming segment. I'm gonna shoot you a couple of questions about video games. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too tough. You know what I'm saying? I usually make people run out the studio with the questions I ask, but you know what? I think you can handle it, though. I think you can handle it. So here we go, y'all. We're going to start it just like this, any other time, just like we did season 1, season 2. So, Ruben, when did you first fall in love with video games?
Probably when I was about 4 years old.
All right, now.
Yeah.
What games were you playing?
back then, I was actually playing Nintendo 64. I used to save up my allowance and rent video games because we had Hollywood Video. Everybody remembers that.
It ain't there no
It
more.
ain't no.
It ain't there no more.
So yeah, I mean, basically, man, we was playing like Mario. What was it? I think Need for Speed too, and there's a couple other games, man. But yeah, that was like my first time really getting into games. Of course, I played Sega at Toys R Us when Toys R Us was open.
It ain't here no more. Well, no, they bringing them back.
Okay.
They it was I saw something somewhere. They said they're gonna bring a couple of stores back.
Yeah. So I used to always find myself in there playing Sonic.
Yeah.
The Hedgehog.
That's
on the Sega.
Hey man, everybody look. When I ain't have it or I was in trouble, and I ain't have it because I was in trouble, I make sure we went to the store. If my mom wanted to go to the mall or whatever, I was like, yeah, I'll go. I carry some bags and I'll make sure I got by the store and play the games, because Toys R Us had everything that you could just test out and play, so it was real fun. So I had fun. Okay, Sega man, that's what I'm talking about. So, Black History Month started in February. It was started as Black History Week by the Bros, and the Bros meaning of Mega Sci-Fi. Started as like 2 weeks. A week, actually. It was Black History Week. It might have been 2 weeks. And it went from there, and it grew, probably mostly, civil rights movement as we decided to say, hey, we needed to talk about our culture and our times. And some people talk about, why do we still need this Black History Month? There's not a White History Month. And I was like, well, that's every month, as far as I'm concerned. But, we want to make sure that everybody's learning all cultures. And when we talk about Black history, for us as people of color, it's just everybody, Native American or indigenous people. You have your Black and brown people, so you have your Latinos, your Hispanic, your Latinx. We want to make sure that everybody gets talked about and all of the cool things they've done. I was watching a commercial, Mae Jemison, astronaut, right? That was cool, first Black woman, astronaut. Shouldn't have been the first, but somebody has to be first when you're not allowed access. And same thing with video games. There's a lot of unknown people in the gaming industry that have done a lot of things. Gerald Lawson, namely, one person, good friends with his son. He's also one of my frat brothers. He invented the technology for interchangeable cartridges. So video games used to be just on the system and that's it. You could only play one game. So he decided to say, hey, this needs to be something portable. Like, we making all this different software. We need to be able to, just like I did with the regular computers. Computers have floppy disks. You needed the same technology for a game. He invented that. But not only did he invent that, he invented the pause button. You couldn't pause a game before he got his hands on his channel F1 and said, you know what? I might have to go get some Kool-Aid. I might have to go to the bathroom. I need to be able to pause it. I can pause my cassette tape. I can pause everything else. We should to be able to pause the video game. So he added that technology, which revolutionized the whole thing, the whole game. So, that's your Black History moment. Got a few more for you today. If y'all notice, I got my shirt on today representing the HBCUs. I'm a graduate of Tuskegee University. We got Morris Brown. We got Clark Atlanta and Clark Atlanta. FAMU and Spelman, and I'll give y'all a little bit more insight to those schools, and we'll talk about when they were founded, because it's very interesting. For a lot of HBCUs, they were founded in the 1880s, and some, well, actually, they started really founding them in like 1840s, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But which means before Civil War, during the Civil War, and after the Civil War, you had a lot of these schools opening up. So we'll hit on that a little bit, but in the gaming segment, shouts out to my wife, Dr. Jaquita Thomas. She, along with PhD candidate, the hip hop diva herself, Jihan Johnston and Danny Martin. They are doing a podcast right now with Subsume. So if you go to subsumelife.com, you can follow their Black Futures conference. They're doing it virtual, and they're talking about gaming and education right now. They're recording right now that we're recording, or she would have been here too. But, you know, putting that stuff out there is a good thing. And that's kind of the gaming segment for today. Are you playing games now?
Yeah, man.
What you playing now?
I was just on Halo last night.
Oh, okay.
Still early in the morning.
See, I'm not a Halo guy. So what is it about Halo that got you? Because I know a couple of people that love Halo.
I think I just kind of been in the Halo since it first came out. And so, you know, for as long as I've been playing it up until now, I think since they made it where now you're leveling up more so, and you have to, you know, do more. You can modify your character. You have more custom upgrades and stuff that you can, you know, put into it. Yeah, I think it made the player experience even better. So I'm running all type of matches online with Halo.
All those raids and how they carry on. Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out.
But you play Call of Duty though.
I don't. Not for real. See, it's something about, I don't know. It's just a little too much going on. I can't. I just give me my sport games. Give me my puzzle games. Give me, you know, some of those. And I'm really just getting into those. Some of the fantasy and the fighters, like, you know, it's a lot, but it's not as much. I mean, you know, I know where he is. It's a side scroller game for the most part, so he ain't going too far outside of these hitboxes. But, you know, I got to look behind. Literally, I got to look behind me on these shooters and hear the footsteps. I don't know. I ain't got time. You know, I can't. I don't know. That's why I get killed. That's why all my students and friends, they love to play me because they get kills. Because I can't play worth a doggone. Now, Warfare actually got a few kills when Warfare came out. We did a thing over Access Replay. I got a few kills. I actually, you know, figured out a little bit, but I was like,
I was there.
You sure?
For Vanguard.
Was it Vanguard? Why am I saying Warfare? Is it Warfare Vanguard?
It's Vanguard. It's Call of Duty.
Man, see, that's how much I don't play. That's how much I don't play. But you was there. Guess you heard me talking about I got some kills.
Yeah. I didn't like the fact that they made it where the map was more so like expendable in Vanguard because you can shoot through the map, and then they upgraded the whole flamethrower to where it was like a whole thing. So I didn't like that at all.
Nah, see, and yeah, that's not, well, you know. See, you would understand that because you're a shooter guy. Yeah. I can't. You know, you can be like, yeah, that's not quite right. But see, now if we were playing something else, like when I'm playing 2K or when I'm playing Madden or if I'm playing, you know, Injustice or whatever, and I'm looking, I'm like, I can tell when, you know, I'm like, nah, you nerfed that character, or, you know what I'm saying, that character's garbage. You know, they ran out of money in development because this just ain't right. I can see that, but I can't see it I would never know. I mean, now I will say, back when World War II came out, I did the campaign. Call of Duty. I did that campaign. I was into that one.
Okay.
I was into that one, but after that, it was done deal. It was a done deal for me. And then, because I'm gonna tell you how. Then when they started having zombies in it and stuff, like, what? Pick a genre. Pick something. Either gonna be in wars and shoot. I don't know. Anyway, I ain't gonna get stuck on Call of Duty, man. I'm just not a Call. And that, you know, I'm whining because I ain't a Call of Duty person. Right. And you know, it's all good. Y'all love it. It's fun. My students play it. It's great. They have a great time. Do what you do. But I ain't playing it.
But you did say Injustice though. Now I play Injustice.
Okay.
I play Dragon Ball Z.
Well, see the fight. Well, there we go. See, common ground. See, gaming brings people together. Common ground. So we talked about doing some tournaments. So we're gonna add some fighting games to the tournaments. Definitely. It's not just gonna be sports. It's not just be 2K and Madden and some FIFA. But we're gonna do some fighting games in there so we can have some fun and everything else. That's what's up. That's what's up. Ready for the art segment?
Yeah,
let's get in this art. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Art segment. GameFi podcast. We live, y'all. Here at the Live Hip Hop Daily Studios. Making it do what it do. Ruben Wood, SOM Entertainment in the house. Coach E, Professor Thomas, whatever y'all want to call me, Crane Violet. Oh, we got to look up your Wu-Tang name. It's a random generator. We've been doing that.
Okay.
So we're gonna get your Wu-Tang name before we finish the podcast. But yeah, man. But everything game, arts, esports, and film. We are in our art segment. So you know, are you into any arts besides music? So you're in music. We know that. You know what? Let's go ahead and do a full-on intro. Want to let everybody know who you are. So I know you thought you got away. I know you thought you was like, oh, good. Ain't nobody gonna ask me who I am and what I do. Nah, we got to put it out there. This Black History. We got to let everybody know what the Black folk doing.
All right. So without further ado, my name is Ruben Wood. I'm the host of SOM Talk Live, which is on cable TV, on Nord TV, as well as People TV here locally in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, you might have to get a little closer. I know it's going in and out. Because I want to make sure, you got to tell them what a TV show is again.
Okay. All right. So my name is Ruben Wood. I'm the host of SOM Talk Live. My TV show, or it's actually on cable, on Nord TV, and that's on Verizon Fios channel 269, as well as Optimum 1100, as well as Digicel channel 564 and 716 for international. And we are also here locally on Comcast channel 24 through People TV in Atlanta, Georgia. So, yeah, I mean, I do a lot in media entertainment. I do a lot of hostings and stuff, and I work with a lot of different labels. And definitely shout out to QC, Quality Control Music, and QC DJs. So, because I'm also a part of them, too.
You be spinning some records?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna show you my DJ skills in a minute. I'm gonna let you DJ Scratch and Sniff, man. My boy took my name though, man. I met him the other day. He was DJing at my guy's listening party. And I was like, Scratch and Sniff, that's me. No, such and such. Such and such. But I was DJing, and I was like, oh no, that's my MC name. I'm MC such and such. Okay. I'm DJ Scratch and Sniff. It was a whole college thing, man. I don't know. We was on one. We was probably we was on one. I'm gonna leave it at that. Man, so okay. Any anime? Are you into any anime?
Yeah, man. I was heavily into manga because one of my older brothers was heavy into drawing and stuff like that. I can draw too. We used to do a lot of the manga comic books and stuff with Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, One Piece,
One Piece
stuff. Yeah,
man, that's what's up. See, people don't know. See, they're like, gotta tell the folks. They just think you're a producer. You do music. Nah, you gotta peel back the layers on the. It's like an onion, man. You just open it up and you find out all this cool stuff that everybody. We live, y'all. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Oh man, so we are anime. We watch it. We do it. My sons are into it. My daughter's into it. They bring up all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, let me show y'all. That's just this, and I go back and I have to show them how it came about, how they got there. They was watching the old episode of oh my gosh, Power Rangers. And they were doing a train or whatever. I said, they ain't nothing but Voltron. Voltron, the car's Voltron. I was like, after the Lions, when they had the cars and they went to space, and I was like, that's the same robots. They think they make up everything nowadays. I don't know what these young folks think. They knew they just redoing what we did. Yeah. So it's easy for us to work with you because you're just doing what we already did. You ain't coming up with nothing. Oh man, they so funny. But a lot of them are into that. But it's giving them personality. That's a space where they can express themselves and things of that nature. So, man, that was the art segment. That was pretty straightforward. You laughing. Man, we got some coffee coming in, man. I mean, we're going to keep it rolling. But, Jay Black, anything new? Art? Oh, Zucot. Remember I told you last episode we was talking about the art gallery. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, Zucot right on the corner. So, hey, come to ATL. You get you some real good art, entertainment, black art and entertainment, brown art and entertainment. You're going to see, I always, when I'm at a sporting event, if I'm at the Hawks game, Falcons game, I say, look at our fans, but then you look at the TV with everybody else fans, it's a difference. come to Atlanta, you're gonna see everybody. Everybody participates, and so when you come down here, you're gonna get indoctrinated into a bunch of stuff, and you probably leave out of here with something that you ain't come with, and end up wanting to move to Atlanta like a lot of folks want to do. Yeah. So on that being said, I know you're living in Atlanta now. Where are you from?
I'm actually from Brunswick, Georgia. Shout out to the 912, Savannah, Georgia, Seaport, all of that whole area, even Duval, Jacksonville.
Duval. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, hey, listen, just eat good old Georgia boy.
Yeah, I'm definitely from Georgia,
hey,
straight from Georgia.
So, hey,
the bottom of the mountain.
Right at the bottom, in the water.
In the water.
In the water. So that's what's up, man. Man, it's a lot going on. Oh, Chemical in the house.
Cappuccinos, actually.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. She saw us looking kind of sleepy over here because I don't know we've been partnering. This is from
Coffee across the street.
what's the name of the spot?
Black coffee.
Black coffee. Black coffee. Yes. Y'all, hey, right here on Walker Street. Y'all come check us out because that's where the Live Hip Hop Daily studios are as well, man. So, if you need a podcast situation, if you need, a studio to use for whatever your needs are, come on to the Live Hip Hop Daily studios. That's what's up. See, that's how we do it live now. We actually dropping sponsors and carrying on. See, it's a new day. It's a new day up here in the A, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's tasty.
Thank you for getting the coffee.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm not really a big coffee person, but every now and then I'll have me a little bit of Joe just to get me started, get me going. Even though it's like the end of the day. Shouts out again to Uncle Bernard. We had a good time in Papa Do's. That's probably why I'm sleeping, man. I had some shrimp and grits, had some gator tail nuggets. Yeah, man.
That's a good thing.
Let me tell you, it was like fried. It was almost like fried chicken fried steak. That's what it tasted like. It was good. It was good, man. Last time I had it I was in New Orleans. Last time I ate gator, so I was like, let me go ahead and try some. It was real good. I ain't want none of that calamari squid stuff. I'm good. Nah, I don't know. It's too chewy. It's too chewy for me.
Nah, you gotta eat you some. Yeah, definitely.
I don't like it.
If you get it cooked right, it's not chewy.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. But the shrimp and grits was hitting though. Shrimp and grits was hitting, man. So yeah, Papa Do's, man. I'm gonna talk to them. I need a sponsorship from them since I'm talking about them. That's what we doing for season 3. We getting sponsors. That's what we doing.
That's right, man.
We getting sponsors for season 3, man. So yeah. So any new anime you on over there, Chemical?
No, I just finished watching Chernobyl on HBO Max. But as far as anime go, I still think that Japan Sinks. If y'all have not
Japan Sinks.
Japan Sinks.
Okay, Japan Sinks. There we go. We're giving y'all some tips. Y'all check it out. Tell me how you like it. Hit us up on IG. GameFi Podcast on Instagram. Let me know what you think about Japan Sinks. All right, let me know what y'all think about that and see if we get some folks on to talk about the creation of that
And also
that anime as well.
March 5th, we're gonna have Anime Social, which is on
Anime Social, March 5th from 10 to 2. Man, we doing this is new. See, y'all getting it. Y'all getting this stuff, this breaking news. I think I knew about it, but then I don't know about it. Yeah, you know how, man, your schedule be good. See, I know you understand, Ruben, man, because it be so much stuff going on. It'd be like, what I'm supposed to be doing today? Man, we got triple booked today. Man, that's crazy. But that's the life of an entrepreneur and working, man. So, you got to do what you got to do. So what have, let me see. Yeah, we're going to move on to this music segment. And then we're going to get into it deep because I know that's where you dwell. How you like that right there?
I'm gonna drop you off a beat pack, bro.
And see, this one is, golly. I'll take it. Hey, matter of fact, I want to, one of the things, and I'm talking all over the music. Hey, one of the things we want to do is because we talk about it, it's digital entertainment, right? We are going to be, we've had folks on here who've designed games, who are breaking new games, artwork, same thing, that are in anime, that are creating shows, comic books, we've had them on. musicians, we've had them on. You know, we want to break people. So if you got anybody that want to come out and, you know, drop something or whatever, you know, that's what the GameFi podcast is all about. You know, we gamify everything. You want to look at all that we're in. You raising your hand like we in class. What's up, Chemical?
Oh, one question that I wanted to ask was, did he have
Okay, that's a good question, because we had a couple weeks ago, we had a man in here that did what's his name? I forgot his name just that quick. That did the song. No, not Natural Hot Fire, which he actually rapped over that little beat right there. He did it was pretty good. But did the music for Mortal Kombat. For Mortal Kombat, he did Mortal Kombat. He came on. He was in New York. He was on Zoom call. But anyway, gaming and music is what we talk about a lot of. That some people, you know, not a lot of people in our community understand that they could be making music for games, right, and putting them in there. Have you worked with any artists that have made any music for games?
Honestly, nah, because the thing is like when it comes to that side of being an artist, I know a lot of people don't know that I was putting out music at one time, because I was signed initially to Island Def Jam back in the day. So basically before I went full-fledged with producing and everything, that's actually what I used to do. But nowadays, like as far as how you can get stuff placed, even with working with games and stuff, because I do a lot of EDM music now.
Okay.
So because of that, just putting that together, because I got a whole EDM album coming out later on this year.
Oh.
Through Sony. Yeah.
Oh. All right then.
Yeah.
Y'all, we live. I'm tripping, man. Man, that's what's up. So you still get to be an artist and producer. So you're doing all of it.
Well, I mean, I'm more so like a DJ. I do that more so than anything. Yeah, because I do EDM music heavily. So I'm more so doing hostings right now, and then working on doing like some raves and stuff this year since we opening back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, how was that? When COVID, how did that affect you, and how did y'all kind of get past it?
COVID didn't really affect me, man. It helped me make more money.
There it is.
I felt like it gave me the mental break to, you know, just kind of align everything, get my head more clearer. Mm-hmm. Because honestly, man, like I know I be ducked off. I'm probably really humble, so I don't really talk about everything that I have going on and what I be doing. But for the most part, yeah, man, I've been working all throughout COVID, bro. Like for real, and mentally just getting my head together. Like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna level up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be more focused. I'm gonna do this. You know, so yeah.
I think that's what one of the things COVID has allowed a lot of us to do, because, you know, we've had to be, you know, on and on and on, but COVID allowed us to step away. And I'm not saying it's an excuse, but it was like a built-in, it made it okay for you to be like, hey, you know, COVID, I ain't gonna be there, or I'm not gonna show up for this, or I'm not gonna talk about this, or I'm not gonna do this. I can strategize and focus on my stuff,
Right.
get it together, and help me level up, because it slowed down the big guys as well. Mm-hmm. So I know, like in our industry, a lot of folks that were just pumping out a lot of stuff, events, and it was like seeming as though they were doing a whole lot, but they really weren't.
Right.
And we couldn't really cut through the noise. But COVID shut that down, and we could be heard crystal clear with the things that we do. And so it just gave us a time for us to catch up and surpass what other folks were doing. So, you know, I always say bittersweet. Right. I sure hate to see what it was doing to folks, especially in our community. You know, we've had some family members to pass. I know other people who had family members to pass. And, you know, cities being shut down, you know, it's horrible. But it also, again, through tragedy, there's always somebody that comes out on the other end better for it. You know, you make it through, you survive, and you come out on the other end, and you good for it. You do what you do on that side of things. So All right, so this beat pack you gonna drop off for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna get some. So yes, I want it. I want it, man. So we can put it together and do what we do. Which also reminds me, we had been talking. We talk all the time. Interns. All right. What in the intern? What are you looking for in the intern?
So currently, right now, I'm hiring for PR department interns, as well as production assistants and video interns, and then I'm also doing a couple more for the sales department. So if you have any that are interested in doing that, and just getting into that film, music, media side of things, just let me know.
Film, music, media. If you're into that, again, hit me up on the podcast Instagram, GameFi Podcast Instagram. Also hit us up on our Facebook page. Hit us up on the website. All of that good stuff. Just hit me. Again, I'm a professional professor. Yes, professional teacher, professor at Morris Brown College. You know what I'm saying? If you need a place to go work on your degree, we have a music department. Gaming department. You can come down there, but that's where I am, and I'm working with a lot of students. So March 12th, that's a date. So be looking for March 12th. It's going to be a date that we do some things at Morris Brown. So if you're interested, if you're looking for an internship in game design or film, media, arts, come down to Morris Brown on March 12th, get the information, and get hooked up. That's how you got to plug in. That's how you got to network.
Right.
That's how you got to network. What would you say to a student right now who is trying to get into the industry?
The best thing I would say is do an internship, because in the industry, the way it's changed because of the pandemic and because of just the digital space. Excuse me. It pays to know somebody who is actively working with a lot of these major labels and doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I'm behind the scenes, but I'm also in the forefront. But I have a lot of relationships with these labels, and because of that, if you're trying to get in, how you fit in and everything, that would be the best way to do an internship, because you're gonna learn so much. At least working with me, you're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna meet a lot of people, because I'm always around most of the famous celebrities or people that most of these people are looking up to, and a lot of them I can call them up and be like, hey, what's good? What we doing today? Are you gonna come through or whatever? So yeah, do an internship. And if you're not interning with somebody like me, go directly to a label. Go directly to a LivehiphopDaily. Go directly to, this platform right here for your show. Because this even doing the esports side, there's so much changing right now. Like, QC alone, Quavo did so many different investments and stuff. Shout out to Quavo, man.
Yeah.
He did so many different investments with the FaZe Clan and this team, that team in the esports. Will Smith just, he's part of a new hedge fund that's getting ready to fund a lot of different minority-owned and black-owned esport companies and stuff like that. So we got a lot of different lanes and options where people can get in and fit in and excel.
You just got to get into it. You got to start.
Yeah.
It's not gonna come to you.
Not at all.
It's not just gonna. Now I'll put it. It's gonna come to you, but you have to actively engage it. Like, you're gonna see it happening. You're gonna hear it happening. So it's gonna be out there. You just gotta. Opportunities on the show up for those who show up for them. You know what I'm saying? And I tell one of my coachisms that I always tell my students, like, listen, I can take you to the water. You see it. Yeah. You got to get in it. You got to jump off in there and do your thing. Can't be scared. Kind of like how we did with live today. You never know. It could. No. Because you see, you were gone. You missed it. We had a whole situation going on with the sound, and we were live. But that's okay. It's okay. It is okay. You got to start, and that's the thing. Listen. This is our third season, and we still not perfect. You're not gonna be perfect. You're not gonna be perfect. You got to jump through it. Not at all, man. And hopefully y'all are picking up what we're putting down out there. And so with that, we're just gonna slide on over to esports segment and get a little bit in this esports. I can't hear nothing you say. What's wrong with this? Is this a good track? I know, man. Ruben been over here killing the GameFi tracks, man. I gotta get my game up. This is our marching, man. You know, we like to let folks know about the HBCUs and everything. So this is what I'm actually gonna talk about my shirt a little bit more and about what's going on the HBCU campuses when it comes to esports and also what's happening. Just in general, what's going on, because you know our HBCUs are becoming have been getting more and more in the know. People have been finding out about HBCUs a little bit more and more about that. So, what HBCU do you remember growing up listening to or hearing? Yeah, I know you down there in Savannah, so Savannah State.
You already know Savannah State, man. Shout out to the 912 all day. I was gonna ask you, cause see, I know you from Georgia too.
Oh yeah.
Nah. Why did you choose Morris Brown though, man?
Now, see, I chose Tuskegee. See,
but you were.
Okay. See, okay. I'm glad you asked that question. So, I love my HBCUs. First of all, I live in Atlanta. Right. So, in Atlanta, you have your majors. You got Spelman, it's all women's college. You got Morehouse all male college. You got Clark Atlanta University, and then you got Morris Brown College, right here in the city. Mm-hmm. Okay. The reason why I chose Morris Brown was because, well, one, my father graduated from there. And so a lot of my teachers growing up, Morris Brown College, a lot of aunts, uncles, and just people in general. And, you know, the music, I grew up going to Herndon Stadium, you know, having fun. And when I was at Tuskegee, a lot of my good friends, they were at Morris Brown, and we had a rivalry going back and forth. And so, but to work for an HBCU, it's tough. First of all, our HBCUs aren't the most well-resourced entities that are out there. And that's what we're working on right now, which is you're seeing a lot of them in news right now. A lot of investment has been going in to our historically black colleges and universities, but need more. But even with that, there's a lot of tradition and a lot of bureaucracy, unfortunately, that happens at our HBCUs. So 5 years ago, when I started talking about esports and wanting to make sure that our HBCUs were included, not a lot of them were checking for it. You know, they were trying to do their own thing. They were just trying to keep the lights on. Right. So they weren't really listening to what I had to say. But when you have companies like Microsoft dropping off $6 to $8 billion to Activision, you got millions of dollars going for teams here, there, and you got Atlanta being the number 3 hub for esports in the country, they had to listen. They were like, listen, we can't miss this ride. We got to make sure we're doing this. And so, you know, I had to put my own money into it. So between my family and my company, you know, we raised $200,000 and we donated it to Morris Brown College to build their gaming center and the gaming program that we're building right now. And one of my good friends, Dr. James, good friend of mine, been knowing him for a long time. He became the president. And so, unfortunately, kind of like what we were talking about with COVID, unfortunately, just like some other HBCUs that had financial troubles, they had their accreditation taken, financial aid taken, but they were on a pathway to come back. And in that pathway, he wanted to bring esports as a program. And so, you know, I brought this up to some of my other HBCUs. They didn't want to hear me. Dr. James said, hey, we'd love to have an esports program. I said, well, great. And we started it, and I'm teaching there, and that's what I'm doing. So that's the reason why I chose Morris Brown, because the opportunities was there. They started fresh because they had to. Right. But, you know, the other schools are coming on board now, too, and I'm working with them as well. I'm not working with them. Yeah. But Morris Brown just gave us opportunity for us to have a little bit more control to make sure it's done right. And we bring in like our internship program, our apprenticeship program, our networks with the companies that we know. We're bringing all of that in there. So we were making sure that everything goes away. And they needed a facility. Right. And so we were able to go in and build a facility the way it needs to be built. and add that stuff in there. So that's why I chose Morris Brown to work at.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, and I'm in Atlanta, and it's an opportunity to help them get on the map and ahead, because they kind of growing up in Atlanta. Morris Brown wasn't necessarily the number one school. when you talked about HBCUs, don't hate. Hey, first of all, ain't nobody better than Tuskegee. That's number one. Not even Savannah State. They ain't better than Tuskegee. My aunt actually went to Savannah State. But it's you know, that's why I chose Morris Brown. But like I said, Tuskegee University founded in 1881. Morris Brown College founded in 1881. Mm-hmm. Clark Atlanta University was two schools. Atlanta University was founded in 1865. Clark was founded in 1868. And then they came together in 1888. All right, so remember we were talking about Civil War time? Most of these things, right when Civil War ended, you know, that's when Atlanta University happened. And then what we got here, Florida A&M was, I think it was like 1885. I don't know, my sister probably 81. Nope, not 81. It was after 81, 84, 85, so 1884, 85, something like that. And then the last one I have on here is Spelman College was another 1881 as well. A lot of 1881 was popping.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on in 1881, but it was popping.
Changes and shifting.
Because it's about at least 5 or 6 other HBCUs that I know that were founded in 1881. But that's why people like, I love what like Deion Sanders is doing. Mm-hmm. But not. And see, people get it twisted. They think that HBCUs weren't producing NFL quality players. They've been doing that for years. First of all, you could only go to HBCUs. So most of the black players that are in the Hall of Fame right now are graduates of HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? People talk about the Jerry Rice, who went to Mississippi State. Where'd he go? Mississippi Valley State. One of them. I think it's Valley State. But you know, they were always graduating. Men that were going into the NFL that was killing the game. And in NBA and in Major League Baseball, they were coming out of these HBCUs. But when they opened up the PWIs, predominantly white institutions for those who don't know, you started to lose that talent. But now with people like Deion Sanders, Eddie George, Hugh Jackson that are coming back to teach and coach, that's Grambling, Tennessee State, and then Jackson State, you getting some of that talent to come back. And there are young people who are saying, you know what, I don't have to go to the University of Georgia and stuff and coming there. And so for the same reason why they went in, I want to do the same thing for esports, for HBCUs, and Morris Brown's just a good way because there's a lot of good connections that I've gotten while I've been at Morris Brown. I've gotten contacted by other HBCUs. So what do you want to do at the HBCU level? We got a music program.
Man, listen, man. I'm definitely working with you on the music stuff for sure. But really, man, I'm really trying to help the HBCUs and connect some dots. I got some people that's a part of, I think, HBCU Connect or something like that. Mr. Larry, forget it, Mr. Larry's last name. You might even know him when I pull his page up or whatever. But yeah, shout out to all the HBCUs, especially ones in Georgia and Atlanta, because most of them I have reached out to before the pandemic because I was getting ready to do a college tour. So, you know, shout out to, Spelman, Clark, Morehouse, definitely Savannah State, 912. So,
hey, man, they got a beautiful campus out there. Matter of fact, that was one of the first schools that we went to talk about esports, and we met with their business department down there because, I mean, people just think about the tech side. Mm-hmm. It's a business.
Yeah.
So, if we want some of our young people to get an opportunity to be young executives, these gaming companies need more people who got fresh ideas to come in there and shake up what's been going on the business side in the industry.
So have you all done anything with community?
Ryan Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
Let's see, we started about 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. Community probably started 2 years. They started like right the year before the pandemic started. Yeah, they started. Right, 2019. Mm-hmm. So they were basically the nonprofit arm of Access Replay. They work with Access Replay.
Okay.
And so, and he had his own company. He started it. Was he still in school? He had just graduated then.
I'm not sure if he was just graduating, but I know he was dealing with music
Yeah, so when we met him, I was still a classroom teacher, right? So I couldn't go to a lot of the different pop-ups that we would have, the industry functions that were going on in Atlanta. And he was able to be there, and so a lot of people were like, "Do you know this guy named Ryan? Do you know this guy?" I was like, "Ryan." I was like, "Community." I was like, "I would love to get to know him because it wasn't too many of us.
Right.
You know, black folks in the game industry. You know, we got to unite. Voltron. You know, we got to." I was like, "Listen, I ain't trying to do this thing by myself."
Right.
So we got a chance to meet them and, you know, and see his maturation process. And so, you know, they got the thing. I was really happy to hear they got the thing with the Space Jam, you know, to kind of talk about gaming in that form. But they've done a lot of things with, it was Offset. They did something with either Quavo or Offset. I can't remember.
I think it was.
Offset. They did a music
Tech for COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did a music series.
Yeah, so when COVID happened, yeah, they did that whole thing, and so they had him. So they were instrumental in having that platform, but then also bringing a lot of the shoutcasters and the streamers into.
Basketball.
So Miss Basketball, Calamity, you know, they got a lot of cool people that work with them that did a lot of stuff because they did a HBCU gaming series and stuff. So, you know, shouts out again, but I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
I definitely do on that end. But I mean, if I think we have to bring more people who are willing to bring more into it. One of the things our HBCUs can't do or have had a hard time doing is bringing in the talent that'll help them to move the needle with what they're trying to do. So what you saying, you know, bringing people in to help, you know, doing the internships, which is huge. That's number one. I wouldn't have gone into what I was going to if I didn't get an internship while I was in school. And that helped me figure out a lot of stuff as a student as well on that end. But I'm ready. So we're gonna get the music program back up the way it needs to be, because it's fertile ground.
Right.
They really want it. The students really want it, and then we had an opportunity. But esports, last thing on esports, we're gonna get together. Pharaoh's Conclave, SOM Entertainment. We're gonna do a series of tournaments that we're working on. Keep your eyes and ears open, because you're going to find out what we got going on here in Atlanta, and then we're going to move from there. Tell you, we're going to make it big. We're going to make it do what it do. Matter of fact, I got a bunch of HBCU kids that's ready to play in some tournaments. So we're going to do it on that side. We're going to do it on the adult side and the K through 12 side. We're going to really make it happen, because it's opening back up. So we had the opportunity to do it. We're going to do it on the digital side, the virtual side, and the in-person side. We're going to hybrid that bad boy.
So Eric is also going to be the VP of SOM House One, my esports company. He just don't know it.
Hey.
Because we competed in the 2K, what is it, the Columbine or whatever for the Hawks talent.
How'd y'all do?
Man, we got put out, bro. Yeah, our
the draft is coming
suck.
up.
Listen, I'm trying to get my players ready, but my boy out of New York, shout out to Ricky, he is cold. He is very cold. Shout out to Lil Wayne. Those are my two, like, number one players and everything, but our guard sucks so bad when we play.
I got something for you. So I'm working on a partnership right now with the Atlanta Hawks, so we can build a pipeline to build a talent for the 2K League. And if they go to the Hawks, great. But if they go to the other 23 NBA teams, they can hit the draft and then go. So that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand when you're playing professionally NBA 2K, you got to play a position. And so you got to learn a position.
Right.
It's not just one-on-one. You're not just, you know, throwing it off to yourself. You know, you got to play on the team. So you got to actually understand the team sports. So I'm like, you know, you need a point guard. I think I might got one for you.
Definitely need a point guard.
I think I got a point guard for you. So
we fired him.
I think I got a point guard for you. So, but that's what they got to learn. They got to learn that, right?
Yeah.
But you'll never learn it unless you had the opportunity. So, you know, we're gonna do that. Hey, I'll take that. Hey, I'll be.
But you know, like when we was at the joint for Access Replay, shout out to Access Replay, by the way, and our homie Renee over there.
Oh yeah.
But Wes was there too, and I had asked him like, "How do you sign up and everything?" So I was adamant about it. I was blowing him up. I was like, "How you get on and everything?" And then, man, we got on, and then we got put out by like the second match.
It's serious, man. They don't play games on here. They are not playing games, man. I remember when Wes first got the gig as the coach over there, and now he's like the director.
Yeah.
So he's going up, so he can actually do that part. That was something he always wanted to do, but he was so busy he couldn't do that part. But same thing, because we had that same discussion. He came over to Morris Brown and he was like, "Yeah, man, let's do it." I was like, because they don't know. He's like, they don't know. And I tell kids like, they be like, I'm cold, Coach E, I can do it. I'm like, what position? And they be like, well, what? I'm like, see, y'all already messing up. But it's a thing. So that was one of the first, and actually the shouts out to the Talents, they were the first professional esports team that we had in Atlanta before everybody else got here. So they doing it big over here. We got I think they got an open house coming up real soon over there. So that's going to be cool. I think it's going to be in March as well. So, you know, we're going to keep you posted. We'll let you know the things that happen. And we're just going to work on bigger and better things out there. But that's it. I mean, we have a direct conduit to Overwatch, to League of Legends, to Rocket League, to 2K. We're going to figure out this Madden thing. Man, we got to figure out this Madden thing because there is a league that exists that does Madden, but I want to make sure that we're pumping it out because most of I'll just say it like this, like not too many of my people are playing League of Legends, which is one of the most popular esports games, but it's just because that's where they're directing the funding to right now. But it can be more than that, and I think it would take us on the outside to be able to say, hey, do this event, do that, and then we can start bringing in the sponsors and do all that stuff and put it on the pedestal that it needs to be. Because I mean, I love playing 2K. I didn't really start playing 2K till Thanksgiving last year, for real.
Really?
My last for real basketball game was, besides Double Dribble on Nintendo, was NBA Jam. That was my last for real game. Like I wasn't playing 2K. I didn't do nothing. I just wouldn't get into it. But doggone NBA Jam, he's on fire. And see, now you know you can get on fire now in NBA 2K. I'm loving it. I'm loving it now.
I thought you was gonna say like NBA Street Volume 1
No.
or 2. No.
Go back.
Nah, man. NBA Street Volume 1 and 2 is the joint, man. You had Dr. J and everything up in there.
Man, it's crazy. Reminiscing on those days. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if we can see if we got NBA Jam. If we can get a old school, you know, play some of the old school games and have that little tournament going. Yeah, let's bring that back and do some retro tournaments. Yeah, with some of those. And those were fun. NFL Blitz and all them crazy. Yes. Now those were fun.
Those were definitely fun.
They were just fun. You just blow somebody up. Man, it was crazy. Oh man, but that's what we're gonna do. So be on the lookout for the tournaments coming soon. And what was the position that I don't know? What?
Guard, man. We need a guard.
If you play NBA 2K, all right, and I don't care what position you play, you want to know, but guard. We're looking for a guard. Get us in there. We get you in the combine. We get you playing some pro NBA 2K, man, and get you there. Because if you ain't got a point guard, you ain't got nothing. Somebody got to facilitate. Man, somebody got to do something. Man.
He was frustrated. We was really frustrated. I was like, what you frustrated for? All you had to do was build a character out, man.
And you get to build your, and see, that's the other thing I don't know. And so, like, you get to build your characters that you compete with.
Yeah, for 2K.
And so,
man.
Okay.
Like, how did you mess up?
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, so they give you parameters. Like, you can't have no 7 foot tall, 99 speed. No. Okay. They give you parameters. Okay. Because, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, they out to have some. It had to be that way. But see, that's what I'm learning.
Yeah.
That's what I really want to know and understand because, you know, we're building a pipeline for students to be able to do this. And so also we want coaches to be able to help develop the talent. And we want to start as early as possible because the earlier you start, the better you'll become. Right. Just like it was regular traditional sports, which I have to tell everybody, esports is a traditional sport now because the Georgia High School Association, you can letter in esports. So it's official. It's a varsity sport. AAU, we do esports and AAU. We brought it to them. So now we got AAU and esports. So I mean, it's official. So it's supposed to be coming in the Olympics in the next one maybe. And I know we can definitely do it in the Junior Olympics if we don't even do it in the international. So it's good outlets for it, and they need to know it.
So how do I take and bring esports to my city where I'm from? Because Brunswick is not on anything like that.
I'm glad you asked that question. So Pharaoh's Conclave will prepare you for esports careers, K through 12, and at the college level. We work with those organizations. So one of the things we have to do is make sure that they have the facilities. That's number one. They may have kids may have, PlayStation, whatever at the house, right? But they need to be in a place where they can come together and play. Or if they're doing that, they got to have the internet to be able to play each other online, to be able to come together and do. If you look at any professional team, they are practicing just like, and even high school teams, they're practicing at their high schools, they're practicing at a community center, whatever. So you have all of those places. They can have esports arenas inside of them. And all they really need is, 6 consoles. They need like 2 Switches, 2 Xboxes, 2 PlayStations, right? And then you can work on the PCs after that. You can start there because you can do that, and you can just plug those and go in. Xbox, maybe you got to make sure you got an internet for Xbox. Xbox is heavy on the internet. And I was talking to Microsoft about it. I was like, I got to do something about that. I was talking to one of their representatives the other day. I was like, it's very hard to do. We were up at the doggone Falcons game, and we played Rocket League on the Halo board. But we were playing, we were going to do it again, and we couldn't play because the Xbox had to update. So we couldn't just play. You know what I'm saying? So we had the whole sound fiasco. We had that going on, so we couldn't even play the second time that we were up there. But it's all good. So they're supposed to be working on that. They said they are working on that, making it easier, because they have heard that before, that sometimes, it's very tough just to play offline or to get it to play without it wanting to be online. But that's one of the features that they going to make you get some internet. That's that whole Big Brother thing that's going to keep you in the matrix.
So you on Xbox Live?
I have an Xbox Live account. I'm not on it.
Okay, so you play PS?
I'm a PS, yeah.
Okay.
PS4. I think shouts out to Black Collegiate Gaming Association. They're gonna get us some PS5s over at Morris Brown, so we're gonna have a set of PS5s as well.
Okay, so I'm actually a Xbox brand ambassador.
Oh, so have you heard what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why because I do have to do support chat sometimes. So that's why I'm like, okay.
See, okay. Well, thank you. So yeah, you got to. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We need some tutorial how to tell me to play offline if I got to play offline. Next time we do our stuff at the Falcons game, don't worry, you'll be there.
All right.
So we make sure it goes through, because they were very happy about doing it and wanting to do it, but we just want to make sure that it's seamless. The first time we did it, it was seamless. We were able to do some stuff prior to that we weren't able this time, to make sure everything was ready to go. But yeah, we'll have you with us on the next run through, so we can do it.
We did do the Call of Duty back over there in Tennessee. Remember when we were in Tennessee, we used Xbox for Call of Duty.
We use PlayStation. We used the Xboxes were only, we did the fighting games on the Xboxes. Yeah, we did, but it wasn't the Call of Duty. We did that because I didn't want to run into that. Hey, Microsoft, listen, we are a Microsoft startup. So we use the products. We built our learning platform on Azure, all of that good stuff. However, I'm just being honest. Things got to be better. You know what I'm saying? We want things to be better, and that's okay. You can do that. It's called UI UX design.
Yeah.
You got to make it better. So that's what you hearing from me now. But we got the brand ambassador right here. So we're gonna make some inroads in that. Stay tuned on that end. Now I think it's time for us to go ahead and get into this film segment.
All right.
Here we go. Cause he gonna drop off the beat packs, man. It's like our tracks are garbage. in your face and you say everything on your face. You can't. Do you play poker? Have you ever played poker? Oh, okay, well you wouldn't do too well. I'll take all your money. I know exactly what you got. But welcome to GameFi Podcast Season 3. We're in the film segment. Everything gaming, arts, music, esports. Now we're in the film segment. And we're going to talk a little bit about, because I know Ruben dabbles a little bit into the film and television genre. So we're going to talk a little bit about his ups and downs there and how he got into that parts and pieces. So yeah, tell us a little bit more about some entertainment TV.
So SOM,
Why do I always say some? You know what? That's because I'm reading, and SOM. And does SOM stand for anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It actually stands for something originally made.
That's dope. Mm-hmm. That's dope. Something originally made.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm going to say SOM. Now I know what it stands for. I cannot. Now it makes sense to be like, that's SOM. Yeah, SOM. They're like, some. No. We talking about something originally made, so don't even play my folks like that. So go ahead.
So basically, like with SOM Talk Live, you know, like I was saying, it's on cable TV and everything, and we're expanding that to be in more homes by March, really. But really, it's a whole full studio production. We work out of a television studio in Midtown. We're working on having like live audiences and stuff again. So yeah, we do live performances from artists as well. We interview a lot of celebrities, established artists and stuff, especially in the Atlanta area. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much been dope. But even me myself on the film side, I'm an actor.
Wait a minute. What ain't you done? See, that's why I love this show right here. And I love the fact that we go through all of these different segments, because I find something about everybody. I'm like, you did what?
Yeah, I actually act. That's kind of majority. I definitely was in Atlanta season 2, Robin season. Yes.
Man, I'm about to look at that one. I'm about to look at that again.
Look at the episode for the college party.
Okay.
When it was on the college campus. Yes, I was definitely in that. So I was in Night School as well, Kevin Hart.
Man, that was one of my favorite movies.
Hey man, I was right there in the opening scene where he was in the high school spazzing out and everything.
And see, you are different than some other folks, because some people don't even make it past the editing floor, the cutting room floor. They be like, I was in this movie, I was in it, but I ain't make it. I got cut. My whole scene got cut. So you already got a leg up. You doing some things.
You know what? I've been blessed for every production that I have actually been on. I have seen myself on TV or, you know, in films a couple of times. It's been very inspiring. I am with Central Casting, and I also do some other stuff with a couple other different agencies, but shout out to them. So yeah, I definitely act. That's W-2 money.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that whole film industry money up here, and I know some people that's working to get more, especially on the pre and the post production side of things, so we can keep the money here instead of it going back to wherever, you know, California or wherever they from, that they take that money back to. But you brought up Central Casting. Mm-hmm. You know, I listen to 92.9 The Game all the time. Greg Carlson. Mm-hmm. He talks about Central Casting all the time, and I was like, listen, we have a film segment. I want to talk more about that pipeline and how to help folks get on. And then, no, it's not a whole lot that you really have to do. You know, your shot, your headshot, little bio. And sometimes you don't even need the bio necessarily. Just a headshot, your name, and you email it to somebody and you get in there. So I want to make sure I'm plugging that as much as possible so people can get their opportunities, because it's here. It ain't going nowhere.
Right.
And like you said, that's W-2 money.
Right.
You know, let me say, one of my cousins, he got a CDL license. They opened it up. He drive the trailers, $4,000, like a day, something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, let me go get my CDL license. But see, they don't open them up all the time. You have to be a part of the industry to know when they're doing stuff. And a lot of this stuff is word of mouth and Facebook.
Right.
And that's what I heard. So you got to be in the know in the places so you can actually get onto this type of stuff.
Right.
Man, that's crazy. So, okay, what haven't you done? So, anything you got it? So do you like actively? Are you like on call, or you looking to see what movies are happening or what?
I mean, most of the time, man, I'm pretty much stay booked for this year. They already been sending me different stuff, so it's just a matter of what I'm actually gonna take and what I have availability for. Cause like next Friday, I'll be in Savannah, Georgia, cause I'm hosting at the In Market Arena
Okay.
for Big Boy, Goody Mob, Big Hip, Lil Scrappy, Yin Yang Twins.
Oh man, I'm glad you taking your VP of esports down there with you. That's what's up. I'm glad to know. Just yeah, oh man, hey, Savannah, we doing it up. So.
But yeah, man, you know, I'm opening up for them, hosting and everything. And that's, like I said, that's next Friday. So even with the opportunities that I'm doing, like everything is just getting bigger. It's more opportunities, more doors opening. So yeah, man, I mean, my schedule be so crazy, but they send me opportunities for acting roles. And it's just a matter of, am I available at this point?
Man, okay. I've been thinking about it.
You should do it, man.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it, man. Voice over and all that stuff. I want to get in all that.
I'm not now voiceovering. I need to get into that more this year, especially because I be doing radio and stuff too. But yeah, that's another great thing to do.
Man, I'm on it, man. I need some more W-2 money.
Yeah,
Gotta get it.
Definitely.
I'm telling you, hey man, multiple streams of income. You gotta have it, and the opportunities out there. And I mean, it's you.
right.
You your own brand, so you know you don't have to answer anybody. Like you said, are you available? Is that something you want to do?
Right.
You get to pick and choose. Ain't nobody telling you that you have to do certain things. You're putting your life, your career in your own hands, and that's what I want to empower people to be able to do. We're here now, and we're on the shoulders of a lot of people that came before us. Shout out to Sidney Portier. And I say his name like that. I mean, I just put emphasis on his name like that. But, you know, again, you know, pioneers like that.
Right.
You know, they're not going to be with us forever.
That's right.
And so we have to make sure we look back on what they've contributed and make sure we stand on their shoulders and stand on the opportunities they've afforded for us to continue to be in things like this, for you to be able to say that. Because there's a point in time you wouldn't have been able to say that.
Right.
You know, you would have been, hopefully, maybe you could clean up on the set. I'm serious.
Yeah, you're right.
And but now we got those opportunities, man. So, you know, come to Atlanta, you know, come to Georgia, because Georgia again is popping all across Georgia. I was watching what was the name of that? I was watching Wonder Years, the new reboot of Wonder Years that they did with the Black family. They did a reboot of Wonder Years. It used to be Fred Savage. He is an executive producer on this show, so he get to make a little bit of money. But it's they moved fast forwarded to the Vietnam era, and it's a Black family. Mm-hmm. And they were filming on the street down. I live in Lithonia. They was filming right downtown. I know on the street, and I was like, look, that's right by my house. But it's like that now. Yeah. You know, I got the yellow signs on every exit. Mm-hmm. Seem like they got a production everywhere. They doing all these different things. So, you know, why not be a part of it? It's in your backyard. You don't have to go to Cali now. You don't have to go to Florida, New York. You know, it's right there. So, you know, take advantage of it. So we're going to make sure we talk more about that in the pipeline to get you all in that. So good to come. But, I mean, you know, where can we follow you? If we want to know what you're doing, what you got coming up, you know, when the next concert, when you spending your next record or whatever.
So basically, you can follow me at Real Ruben Wood, and that's at RealRubenWood. That's pretty much on all social media handles and everything: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that.
Well, you heard it here first. Something. Why?
Something
this is live,
made.
Man, this is coming. I was gonna say, I was like something. I don't think something made original. I was about to say it all wrong. Something originally made. SOM Entertainment. Ruben Wood in the house. We thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. I'm looking forward to 2022 because there's a lot of major things finna happen and finna blow up, and we're gonna have such a good time, fun, especially down in Savannah with Big Boy and them. Man, we kicking it down here. But again, this has been the GameFi podcast. Y'all hear the sirens. Y'all know what time it is. They about to come get this man. About to get up out of here, but again, Live Hip Hop Daily Studios, everything gaming, art, music, esports, and film. Follow us everything on GameFi Podcast everywhere. Just shoot us a message. You have any questions you want to do? This is season 3, y'all. This is our 3rd season. We got a schedule now. We know how we're gonna do it. We got our breaks. We know how we're gonna make it happen. Shouts out to Chemical. Shouts out to Jay Black. Live Hip Hop Daily Studios, as always. You know what we doing here. Everything. Shouts out to Black Coffee, Walker Street. You know what time it is. Shouts out to Microsoft, Xbox, Morris Brown College, Atlanta Gamer Life, Pharaoh's Conclave, PCX. Stay tuned. Next week I got a big announcement for y'all. There is an awesome federation that's about to start. It's coming soon. We'll see y'all. Peace up. A-Time down. You know how we do.